Chad, Green Bay with the dub today over the Vikings. Come on, 23-6. McCue, we should watch another sports edit today. Maybe I don't want to. Nah, I'm playing. We probably could. We might be able to check out one. McCue, I only made one song because I don't have enough time. What you mean you don't have enough time, bro? You made like 3 last night during the whole stream. I have a shower to take. Have fun with that. Hold on, Audra. Have fun in your shower. There you go. There you go. Chat, Green Bay got a dub today. Shout out the Packers for getting a win over the Vikings 23-6. And guess what team lost in overtime to the Chiefs? The Colts. With a big ol' L today. Golly, I don't know where Johnny is, but you know I'm going to make fun of him as soon as he's in here. Oh, man, the Colts lost today. That's too bad. So sad. So sad for the Colts. Colts are buns. Yeah, they actually are buns. How do you lose to a team that's 5-5? That's actually crazy, bro. 49ers would clear. All right, guys. We're going to talk for a little bit. I believe me and Logan, I got to text him, are going to play a little Madden. And then, chat, we're going to play a new game today. Let me text Logan here. You still want to play Madden here in a little bit? Yes, sir. McCue, I'm mad. The ex from 6 months ago is still salty about me roasting her, and now she's tried to spread rumors. Hey, Dutch. Okay. Oh, we getting in a serious conversation? Let me get my cross out. Did you actually roast her? Were you saying mean things to her? That's a yes or no question. That's a simple yes. Okay. Karma. No. Not as one does. I don't care. And listen. Only because she cheated? And hey, guess what, Dutch? If she cheated on you, would you still want to be with her? If she cheated on you and still wanted to be with you, would you still be with her? That's a real question. But just because she cheated on you doesn't mean you get to say mean things about her. And listen, this is all coming from a person who is a sinner. Every single one of us in this chat has done something wrong and will continue to do things wrong because we're all human beings and we all learn from the lessons of life. But being in the perspective I'm at, you're telling me the whole situation, so I'm able to actually like sit back and like use critical thinking and make a better judgment. But you were probably in the moment. Maybe you were upset, mad, something, so you just started spitting stuff at your ex. You know what I mean? You have to learn to forgive no matter what. It is hard. Yeah, and listen. First of all, let me just say this. All y'all are in school, should not be focusing.
McCue.
Santy, it ain't my birthday. Yo, he just dropping a random language every day now. She sent you a death threat last night? Call the cops. What are you talking to me for? If she legitimately sent you a legit death threat, you should be contacting the authorities. Right? Is it a real death threat? Is it real? I'm being serious. Because if it's real, then you need to talk to the authorities. Guys. First of all, take it from me, a person who has been in y'all's situation before. It like growing up, teenager, I'm in school, and you think, man, I need a girlfriend. I need a relationship. And that's all you worry about. I'm here to tell you, Brandog with the 7 stream streak. Shout out Brandog. Chat, it's not the most important thing in your life right now. Now, I will say this. If you, as thinking young adults, see someone that you want to have an actual real relationship with, that y'all are able to bond spiritually and have the same thoughts and opinions on things about life, then okay. But if y'all are doing what most teenagers do, when y'all teenagers, chat, I don't even need to say nothing. You, especially you boys, when y'all teenagers, y'all dummies. And I don't even need to say nothing. Y'all dummies and y'all think about one thing.
Zoom Geburtstag viel Gluck. Zoom Geburtstag viel Gluck. Zoom Geburtstag lieber McCue. Zoom Geburtstag viel Gluck.
Oh, I'm about to Google this right now, and I swear if this is bad, oh, you getting an automatic ban, my boy. Birthday, good luck. Okay. Yo, when y'all be posting other languages, it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous, but okay. By the way, chat, it's not my birthday. Chat. Chat, I promise you, I give y'all the best advice I can from where I'm at. Because I've been in your shoes. I've been there. And I had people telling me the same things I'm telling y'all. So I can sit here and say this all day. But y'all are going to have to live through life and experience life, make mistakes. Y'all are going to mess up. I promise you that. Y'all are going to mess up. You're going to do bad things. You're going to have regrets. But chat, you need to understand something. That is a part of life. We're all human. It's okay to make mistakes, but you have to recognize those mistakes. You do. You do have to recognize those mistakes.
McCue.
Dude, it didn't even read the language on that. It just said, you know what, I ain't even trying. McCue. Chat. Y'all are worried about the most least important things in your life right now. The least amount of things. The least important things in your life right now. That's what y'all are worried about. One of the things that bothers people the most, especially young adults, teenagers, y'all go to school, y'all worry about your image, y'all worry so much about what other people think about you. And like, chat, once you go down the road of worrying about what other people think about you, you're playing a dangerous game. Because nothing you do truly matters. Oh, contraire, Don. Everything you do matters. Every single thing you do in your life matters. Oh, we're about to have a great conversation. Don, why do you think nothing you do matters? Why? Tell me why nothing you do truly matters. Tell me why. I love this conversation so far, by the way, guys. I love you guys so much that we're able to have these kind of conversations, and I'm open to these kind of conversations all the time. If I destroy a whiteboard, how does that affect me when I'm dead? Here, I'll ask you this. So you just destroy an inanimate object. Okay. Now, in context, what are we talking about here? Are you in school and you just go up and destroy a whiteboard in the middle of a lesson? Or do you have your own whiteboard? Or what are we talking about here? You're giving a very random like situation that doesn't really like go with your question. You said nothing you do matters, and then you say something that's like super very small and insignificant. So what are we talking about here? Because that whiteboard could have been the property of someone else. So you just destroy someone else's property? And then that's not right. You know that's not a right thing to do. is to destroy someone else's property. So Don, you need to give me a little bit more context instead of just destroy a whiteboard. That sounds very random. Because what you do in life 100% matters. Everything you do in life matters. It 100% does. Because if we talk about life and what we do in life and whether things matter or not, if nothing truly matters, guys, why do y'all go to school? Why do y'all listen to your parents? Why do y'all eat food? Why do y'all clothe yourselves? If there is no afterlife, Don. If there's no afterlife, if there is no heaven, if there is no God out there, then yes, nothing you do does matter. But what I believe is that after I pass away, I'm going to be judged on what I did in my life. That's what happens. That's what I believe in. You are judged of what you do in your life. And I believe that Jesus was sent to forgive our sins. And I fully accept the fact that Jesus came and died and rose from the dead and forgave not only me, but for everyone's sins. I'm not perfect. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes in my life all the time. So, what I do does matter because God knows what's true in my heart. Now, there are times been angry, times been sad, upset, say the wrong things, do the wrong things. And I get the privilege and opportunity to be a human being with critical thinking and look back at those things that I've done wrong, or I've said things that I don't mean, or I've done things that I shouldn't have done, but I did them. I can't take them back, but I'm able to think critically and go, you know what, that wasn't the right thing to do. I'm sorry. I wish I would have done this, but I can't. I'm sorry for what I did. I will try to be a better human being today. I'll try to be a better human being tomorrow. That's what you can do. We get one life. Why do we go to school for 18 years and work until we are unable to do anything? McCue, I prioritize my grades above the girls that I meet. I have a hierarchy of important things. I'm ranked 12th in my class. Cool. We do everything in life that is required. Like we go to school to get a job, give us money. Yep. Now listen, I know society, what it is today, and I'm assuming most of us in the stream live in the United States. And yes, typical life in the United States, you grow up, you go to school, you may or may not go to college, you get a job, you pay your bills, you live. You work for, honestly, the majority of your life. Based on how the United States' economy and structure is, chat, me and you can't really do anything about the life we're put in. We are put into an unfair, cursed world. That's what the earth is. We don't get to choose where we're born, when we're born. We don't. We're here. In an unfair world. Do I think it's necessarily the right thing to make kids go to school 5 days a week for the majority of the year for 13 years straight? No. Public school is garbage. It teaches kids to never question anything, just to sit down and shut up and do your homework. Because that's what they wanted. Y'all do a deep dive on yourself on why a Rockefeller made public school. Chat, I'm pretty sure we've already talked about this on stream. The person who created public school literally created public school to create obedient workers and to just work. Not to think, not to question, not to do anything outside of the box of what they wanted. You go to a factory, you push a button. You go to a desk, you write, you file, you go home, you eat your food, you watch TV, you go to bed, and you do that until the day you die. Keep pumping out money for the companies. Money for the companies. That's all it is. But y'all have the greatest opportunity that we have the internet, and you guys can do research, and you guys can use critical thinking. And yes, if you want things in life, you are going to have to work for them. So if you want a roof over your head, clothes, food, a car, you are going to have to work for those things. You have to earn money to pay for those things. That's just life in general. You have to work to make money to do those things. That's just life. You know what I mean? Now, I will agree that the things they teach you in public school are garbage. So Tahiti doesn't have school. I'm sure there's a lot of countries out there that don't have the public school that we have in the United States or in other countries. And I'm not saying it's necessarily better than what we're at right now, but like, chat, public school is the biggest crock I've ever heard in my entire life. Public school sucks. Like, if you go to public school and actually think, like, all you kids think about this, because I had the same thoughts going through school, especially with math class. When am I ever going to use this in life? Is like one of the most common questions kids ask all the time. Ask their parents, their teachers. They're sitting there doing math homework, trying to figure out the Pythagorean theorem, thinking, you know what? I want to be a doctor one day. I want to be like a brain surgeon. I want to be, a firefighter. I want to be an astronaut. Why do I need to know the Pythagorean theorem? I want to work on cars. Okay, now see, Dutch, you brought up a very good point. Thank you for bringing this up. You do need certain classes for certain things. You want to be an engineer? You better be good at math to be an engineer. But I promise you this, you really don't need to be like that level good at math if you want to be like a nutritionist or a pro athlete or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you don't need a whole lot to, like, chat, I'll be honest with you. In my everyday life, the only really math that I'd be using is like if I'm dealing with like finances, like balancing your bank account, paying your bills, taxes, doing all that. Or if I'm like doing stuff around the house and I have to, like, if I'm buying a chair for a table and I want the chair to be a certain length, I have to know how to measure. If I want to know the area of a rug for a living room, you have to measure out the area and like do all that stuff. Like if they taught math with the purpose of like, okay, this is the math that you're gonna use in real life, okay, that's fine. Now, like, as far as like science, use stuff in science class that's gonna be for real life. Like chat, I don't know how many of y'all know this, but I'm trying to think of a good example of like a homeowner. Dealing with like cleaning chemicals, for instance. Like, I'm trying to remember what it is, but there are certain chemicals that like common household cleaning chemicals that you shouldn't mix together, and it will create like stuff that like releases gas, like bad stuff. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Like, how to prevent house fires. How to like fix a leaky faucet. How to like, if your hot water tank isn't working, like how do you figure that stuff out? You know what I mean? That stuff should be for science, like home science, life science. If you are driving a car and you live in a state where you get a bunch of snow and your car is frozen shut, what do? You got to change a tire, but it's frozen. Like me, Johnny was literally talking about this the other night. He was trying to change a spare tire on his car, and the lug nuts were like frozen on there. So what do? Like, they should teach you stuff like that. You know what I mean? Uh, like history. I think history might be one of the most important lessons and subjects in school. But there's a problem. The people writing the history books. Do you trust them? Do you really trust them? Like, let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. I'm sure there are history books around the planet that talk about world events, even recent world events, that they're probably not all going to align. Like, I don't think, like with taxes and stuff, Brandog, I think that's more of math. Like, that's like consumer math. Like, you need to know how to, like, what do you file under? Do you file single? Do you file married? Like, do all that. I think that's more of a math thing, not a history. History should be, you literally learn about things from the past. That's history, to me, at least. So, like, chat, for a great example, let's talk about COVID. I don't know about y'all, but we got scammed 5 years ago. So many people were just like undoubtedly just believing in everything our government told us. Everything about COVID. Why? Because we grew up learning, hey, you need to trust the government. Trust the president. We're out here looking for you. The Congress is looking out for you. You know, all of these government officials are looking out for the best of the people. What a crock! Ain't nobody care. Ain't none of them rich dudes care about us at all, bro. They wanted everyone panicking, listening over something that was not as serious. It did, chat. It was the flu. It wasn't like y'all talk about. Oh my god, COVID. Oh my god. Bro, what? No, like literally, it wasn't that bad. You go back. I guarantee you. You go look up on like Wikipedia and like images. It looks like the Black Plague hit the United States. Everyone walking around with masks. We couldn't stay 6 feet apart. Gotta stay 6 feet apart, bro. Can't be spreading that COVID. Everyone got it. Everyone supposedly got it. And then on top of that, they lied to everyone about how serious it is. They lied to everyone about, oh, you need to get the vaccine. You need to get it. Chat, I didn't get it. I'm telling you right now. Look at how Brandog, thank you, dude. Brandog, thank you for being honest. You know how many people have gotten the shot, have had heart problems, and other autoimmune problems. And you know what's even more baffling than that? What up, Official Ski? I have not played Black Ops 7 because I'm not playing Black Ops 7. No, I'm not spending the money on Black Ops 7. I will not buy that game at all. What's even more baffling, we now live in a society where if you say the truth to some people, they think you're crazy. If you go up and tell people, hey, do you know there are a very good majority of people who took the COVID vaccine who are now dealing with cardiac issues, heart problems. They think you're like, oh, so you believe the flying spaghetti monster and the world is in a giant snow globe or like something insane. Like if you literally just speak facts. My teacher said it was to see how easy the people were to control. Yup. Hey, bro. The government controls all the media, controls all the narrative, everything we see. And they scared millions of people to getting this shot because they made it think like COVID was this thing that was going to wipe out half the planet. Chat. COVID variants have been around for years. Years. It's so close to influenza, it's not even funny. Like, and listen, I'm not denying science completely that there's no such thing as the flu, there's no such thing as the cold or viruses. Those things are obviously true. But what I'm saying is they blew it out of proportion so much and guess what? Guess what? Do you want to know how much money? This is the thing that makes me so mad. Do you want? They were forcing all those mom and pop businesses, all those small family run businesses, they were forced to close down. Forced to close down. All those mom and pop restaurants, the hardware stores, little grocery stores, little gas stations, all of those small family owned businesses were forced, and I know for a fact they were forced to close down. I lived in a town where there was a restaurant that almost went completely out of business because they were forced to close down during COVID. Guess what businesses were still allowed to stay open? Those big corporations ran by billionaires, bro. The ones that are owned by BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. Amazon recorded record-breaking profits. Walmart recorded record-breaking profits. Why come Walmart allowed to stay open, but like Jim's grocery store down the street couldn't? You like, are y'all seeing what's going on? Like, and they did it so quick and so fast. And by the way, chat, I don't like getting real political. I don't. But like, I do like talking about the stuff because like it bothers me. Chat, they rigged the election. I'm sorry. They just did. And I'm not saying that's the only election that has been rigged. I'm sure they've rigged elections before. You're sitting here telling me we all sit here and watch a TV and we 100% believe and trust the people who run this country don't do shady stuff behind the scenes. What? I have all my faith in one person. And that's God, Jesus, whatever you want to say. God. But human beings, especially billionaires who are in the government, that's about the least trustworthy people. Chad, it's wild. It's wild, the stuff that has been going on. And listen, I know for a fact the government could be listening to me right now. Or I'm going to post this on YouTube. YouTube can look at it. Donald Trump, anybody can look at this. But guess what? They know for a fact that me just talking about this, it don't matter. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of people saying the same stuff online right now. Y'all can go look up all these different people who talk about this same exact stuff online all day long. Nothing's getting done. But chat, that's okay. Because personally, to me, government can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. It don't matter. At the end of the day, it don't matter. Because I love and I have full faith in Jesus Christ and why he came here. I got eternal life waiting for me, and that's because of Jesus. Not because of anything I'm going to do on this planet. Not because of anything another human being did for me. But because of God sent his one and only son. And chat, I know maybe some of y'all don't believe in God, don't believe in Jesus. I strongly encourage you to go read and just educate yourself about the historical events in the Bible, the historical events of Jesus, and other religions too. I want y'all to go learn. Go figure stuff out on your own. Whatever you think. Y'all have the right to believe in whatever you want. That's perfectly fine. I still love you no matter what. Y'all could have the complete opposite opinion of me. You could hate God. You can hate Jesus. You could be whatever political party you want. You could be atheist, agnostic. You could be a vegan. You could like the Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears. You could literally be the complete opposite human being me. I'm still gonna love you with all my heart, and I truly do mean that 100%. I love everyone on this planet Earth. Every human being deserves love and respect, and every single human being deserves that, no matter what. No matter what. In my middle school 7th grade year, they taught us about the Bible because it was a part of history. Now, here's what's crazy about that. They taught that in 6th grade for me, Brandog, but they also vaguely talked about like other religions too, which I think is kind of bananas. Which I think is kind of weird. To me, and this is just me personally, there should be zero, and I say this as a follower of Jesus because I have the faith to talk about Jesus to everyone and anyone. But I personally believe, as far as school goes, there should not be a teaching of any religion at all. I think that's a family. That's family. That's stuff you learn from your mom and dad in your own home. Now, if they want to teach history, because Jesus was a historical figure. Julius Caesar was a historical figure. Muhammad was a historical figure. That's fine. All my teachers have a bias towards Christianity, so it will be talked about anyways. And you know what? As I'm saying it, that's a tough thing, because you want to send your kids to school to get an education and to learn, but do you want your kids going to school having someone else teach them about religion, teach them about political views because of bias? Because if it were me, I wouldn't have a problem with teachers talking about Christianity to my kids because I follow Jesus. But you got to be careful of what those Christian teachers are actually talking about, because there are a bunch of different branches of Christianity. There's Orthodox, Baptist, Protestant, Catholics. Like there's I think I said Catholics twice. I'm sorry, but like there's literally a bunch of different things. I truly think it's better for like you learn that stuff in the household. You know what I mean? Because there could very well be a teacher in public school who is a Muslim, and they're going to be biased off of Islam. You know, you see what I'm saying? So if I have a teacher who's Muslim teaching kids about Christianity, you see what I'm saying? There's bias, and the same way if I was a Muslim family sending my Muslim kid to public school, if there's a teacher who's Christian teaching my kid about Islam, it just don't make sense to me. I think they should just take all that stuff out of school, all of it. Can I ask why you ain't gonna play the nude COD? I know we ain't talking about that right now. Here's why. And I'll make the answer quick because I know we're talking about this other stuff, but I have no problem with you asking this question. Y'all can literally type in the chat, and I'll try to read all chat as much as possible. And like, if you want to ask a random question, that's perfectly fine. I'm not buying the new Call of Duty because for the past 3 years, 4 years maybe, I've been like, man, I guess I'll buy it. And the same thing happens every time. Me and my friends will play it for a few weeks, maybe, and then we're just like, yeah, this is boring. They always add new, I'm tired of like the battle pass. I'm tired of new skins. It's all the same maps. It's the same game. I heard this campaign sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When they start making the campaign like multiplayer and they added like Warzone stuff in the campaign, you lost me. Like, I truly think the last good Call of Duty was like, for me personally, when they redid Modern Warfare, like the revamp of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, okay, those weren't bad. The last good Call of Duty that I played was Call of Duty Ghosts. I liked Call of Duty Ghosts. A lot of people didn't like it. I truly liked it. I truly liked it. Now, I didn't get to play Call of Duty World War II. I heard World War II. Uh, I heard World War II was okay. But I didn't get the chance to play that one. So, Call of Duty Ghosts, the campaign was good. I liked the multiplayer. The multiplayer was fine. They had some survival thing on there to try to like compete with zombies, but it wasn't that good. But literally from like COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, the golden era of Call of Duty was right there. That was the best era of Call of Duty of all time. The span of what? That was like, what, 8 games? Those 8 years were the greatest. Like, yeah, when you can literally, like, it's not even Call of Duty, because Call of Duty originally started as like a war, like a very realistic war game, and then they just added in too much stuff. Like, I'll admit Black Ops 2, they added futuristic stuff, but it wasn't so over the top that it made the game bad. Like, Black Ops 2 added all the futuristic stuff, but it was still a good Call of Duty. It still was. Chat, Jesus loves you. God loves you, and so do I. Real quick, let's check out a sports edit. Brandog, which one should I watch? And tell you what, while you're telling me which one I should watch, Brandog, I'm gonna play Don's song that he made. This one's called McCue's Rise and Shine. I'm sure this is gonna be, it's gonna be, oh, too much. There we go. Okay, this is fine. Right here. Okay, this is called McCue's Rise and Shine. We got the lyrics right there. Let's see what it sounds like. Call of Duty has turned into Fortnite, unfortunately. Oh, this is like, okay.
Born in a town where the wind softly sang, McCue had dreams that the stars only rang. A ball in his hands, he danced on the floor, each step a marvel, each game a roar.
Dude, this is sick.
Oh, McCue with a forehead so high, touching the heavens, kissing the sky.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, McCue with a forehead so high, touching the heavens, kissing the sky.
From hoops to streams, a legend so true. The world stood still for the great McCue.
Dude, this is like touching my soul. Okay.
Through the courts he soared like a hawk on the wing. Fans in the bleachers would rise up and sing. The NBA called, the nation took note, his name in the headlines on every vote. But the winds they shifted, the stars did too. A new dream whispered McCue.
Bro, why is this so good?
McCue with a forehead so high,
Yo,
touching the heavens.
he is hitting them notes so good. He said, with a forehead so high. Sorry, my bad. I'll shut up.
Kissing the sky from hoops to streams, a legend so true. The world stood still for the great McCue, a giant on the screen, his laughter aflame. He conquered the streams, a new kind of game. No longer the court, but a digital throne. He ruled with a charm that was all his own.
Yo. Don. 10 out of 10, buddy. 10 out of 10. This is crazy. This is awesome. Thank you. To add to the religion in school, I also think that gender and pronoun stuff should be left out of school. That's actually facts. Hey, chat. Some of y'all probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. Two genders. Man and woman. And listen, you have the right to not believe in the same thing I do. That's fine. Keep that stuff out of school as well. I'm just speaking facts. Keep that stuff out of school. That's all I'm gonna say. I completely agree with that. Keep all those like political things out of school. 100%. Keep all those political things out of school. My wife's a teacher and I was a substitute in the amount of things they teach now. Yeah. Like, I'll be honest with you. I probably won't. Whenever me and Lauren have kids, they probably ain't going to public school. I ain't gonna lie. We'll probably figure out a way to homeschool. For real. Like, I'm being dead serious. There's no shot that I could. I can't. But like public school, how they are nowadays, just rough. Actually rough. Where's Brandog at? Brandog, you still in here? Brandog, where are you? Chat, quick reminder. Any of these channels and fan media, make sure you read the description of them. I know, like here in this pets one, some of y'all been posting TikToks in them. Literally, this is just supposed to share pictures and videos of your pets that you own, not just random TikToks that y'all found with animals in it. So just keep that in mind. Same thing with the food and all that stuff. Speaking of which, Johnny cooked a steak.
Attempt on making a steak. I didn't even look at the video. This is like what it was.
Woo! Hold up! Oh, Gordon Ramsay out here.
Cut it up into different parts.
Look at him barehanding that steak like a caveman. Good. Oh my gosh, where's Johnny? Can I call Johnny? Hold the phone. Can I call him? I'm gonna call him real quick. Hold up. Is he online? He about to. Okay. Let me call him up. Let me see. If he answers, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna hit him with the Kratos boy if he answers. Hello, boy. I don't think he's gonna answer. I'm gonna be sad. Hello? Come on, Johnny. I know you hear me calling you. You always on your phone. Stop playing. Man. Can we go back to this?
Attempt on making
Dude.
a steak. I didn't even look at the video at this.
You know what's crazy? I literally told him how to cook this steak during the stream, and he cooked this thing. Look at the pink. You don't want that dark. I don't like steaks that have like the dark, cold marble look in it. I want it hot pink, like all the way through. Dude, that's beautiful.
I cut it up into different parts. This part is.
I wonder if he ate that whole thing. Because that's easily like a pound steak right there.
I didn't even look at the video at this.
Ooh-wee! That is beautiful. Gorgeous. Dude, I could look at this all day long. This is beautiful. This is muy bueno. Muy bueno. Johnny, nice job. Awesome. Oh my gosh, we got new McCue AI. Oh no, Santi dropped 4 AI videos. We gotta check these out. Uh-oh. Chat. Here we go.
What is this? Let's see
Hold
what's
up that
inside.
wrist, it's Sanders' time. Go Browns. By the way, Packers still sucks.
Man, the Packers won today. What are you talking about? We held the Vikings only 6 points. Come on now.
What is this? Let's see what's inside you. It's glowing. Grant any wish, but there will be a twist. A wish, huh? A wish for...
In the next episode of McCue's Sora adventure. Oh, this is a series? Okay, let's see what's next.
This has to be it. It's real. I knew it. All right, here we go. What is this? Oh my god.
Warning, breach detected.
No. Move! Check the lab.
Copy.
Clear over here.
Nothing in the tubes.
Let's move.
Come on.
The end? What you mean? Man, that story didn't make no sense. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, is it 2 different things? Should I drop the next part? Yes, you should drop the next part. Santi, I know you like making these edits. I know you do. Because I know they're going to be good. Moon landing.
This has to be it.
Hoax or history?
It's real. I knew it. All right, here we go. What is this?
Do I break into Area 51 and I find an alien?
Oh my god.
Warning, breach detected.
No. Move! Check the lab.
Copy.
Clear over here.
Nothing in the tubes.
Let's move.
Come on.
Yo, that's actually crazy. Because I probably would do that if I had the opportunity to. Alright, what's next?
The burger.
Where am I working? What? Wait, what's this?
The Burger Shack. What can I get you?
Yeah, let me get 1,000 cheeseburgers.
1,000? I am not making 1,000 cheeseburgers!
Whoa, hey.
Ah! You just hit me! Order something reasonable next time.
I work at a burger place, and Logan Paul comes in and orders 1,000 cheeseburgers, and then I punch him in the face. That actually happened in real life. This isn't fake, by the way. Why is my apron, like, all the way up above my belly button? We got another one here from Santi.
It's a beautiful afternoon out here. Just checking in before I head out. Whoa, what is that? It just hit the house. This thing is wild. Looks like some kind of...
Why do I have 3 ears?
Looks like some kind of spaceship. Check this out. Ah, whoa. Am I a spaceship?
I got abducted by aliens again. That would dude, that's honestly be the scariest thing ever. If you're a human and you actually got abducted by aliens, that would suck. Man, oh man. Logan, are you in here? Logan, are you in the stream? Are you in the stream right now, bro? I'm gonna make the next part in 10 minutes. All right, I'll watch that in the stream. You ready to play Madden? You ready to hop on Madden?